Hi, good morning, guys. It's Patty, and I want to wish you guys a happy Friday. And for those of you that get the day off to observe Veterans Day, I hope that you make it productive and that you have a chance to do something that you've been putting off from doing, and makes your day worthwhile. But I wanted to share an experience that I had over the weekend. I did share that I took my California real estate exam and I passed it, and it was with some sacrifice and a lot of emotions that were that I had to face and overcome through the weekend. And as I sat in the hotel room with my daughters, I did about I don't know, I want to say I maybe studied for about 16 hours straight, and just breaking once or twice for meals. But it was a really unique experience for me. I really entrusted my daughters to help me through the studying process, and I asked them to please help themselves to room service, order movies, do whatever they need to do so that I could really focus on my exam and my study material, because traveling to another state to take a test is not always feasible. And what I learned from them is that I think when we have our children collaborate with us and invite them into your world, and that they're part of it, they cooperate a lot nicer, and they were very willing to hush each other up, when they were being too loud, in efforts to see their mom, pass and study for this exam. But through the weekend, I think I only got, or right before my test, I got maybe 3 or 4 hours of sleep, because I was really focusing on getting this test done and out of my way so I could proceed with taking my girls to Disneyland as I promised. And when I went to take my test, I was there 4 hours before my exam. I was there at 4 in the morning, and my test was at 8:30. And I started studying while I was in the car, and when I went in and took my test, I was tired. My eyes were burning, and there was about 80 of us in the room. In the middle of my test, I felt like this really huge anxiety. There just, my body was tingling, my eyes were burning. And I did what I've never done before, and I was really comfortable in what I was wearing, so I just decided to meditate for 5 minutes while I was taking my exam. And I just really sat down and I was with myself, and I was in my meditation. I just realized that the reasons why I was there, and just to remind myself that I had it. Like, there's no way I was not passing this exam. Like, I just was really giving it my 100%. And how we doubt ourselves, and when we doubt ourselves, how our body just feels like physically ill. Like, it's just like, it was a doubt that started in my mind, and it just trickled down throughout my whole body, and I was just getting like anxiety. My hands started sweating, and I was doubting. And then I did the meditation for 5 minutes. I went back to my test, and I carried on, and I completed it. They give you 3 hours and 20 minutes to finish the test. And as I got up, the proctor walked me out of the room. I turned back, and I saw that nobody else has gotten up from their chair, and that I was the first to finish. And I doubted myself again, and I said maybe I should go back and sit down, and I should go back and check my answers or double check them. But I didn't, and I walked out of there just really confident in knowing that I really did give it 100% of what I had that morning. And I was really excited to know that I passed it. And I don't know what percentage I got right or wrong. And the whole point of it was that I passed it. But out of the whole experience for me, it was just like, it was the first time that I wasn't nagging at my kids, you know, please let mommy study, please leave me alone, please don't bother me. It was more of a team effort. And so, you know, obviously they were the first people I called as soon as I finished the test, after being in the room for an hour and 20 minutes. And I shared that, and they were just so proud and excited, and it made me so happy because they've never really shared that way with me. And they were excited because I made them part of the whole experience. And so to me, like, that's fulfilling. Like, that's what I live for. I live for my children. I live, you know, to help those that are around me. And I just invite you to look at whatever situation you're in right now that seems challenging, and that you seem to feel, you know, you feel alone, and that nobody else cares about your success. Like, invite them into your world, you know, let them know what you're doing, what you're trying to create with it, and you'd be surprised how many people want to help you. You know, as little as your children are, or as old as they are, like, you know, they all want to feel like they're a part of you. And I'm just really blessed and honored to be able to share all of this with you. And I want to wish you guys, you know, a happy Friday as well. And, you know, I'm back in my real estate world, in my little bubble here in Arizona. But I will soon be able to prospect in California, my hometown, Los Angeles, and be able to assist more amazing families out there. Thank you. I love you guys, and God bless you. Ciao.